Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Alicia and I'm back with another DIY video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this Among Us video game themed graduation fan. These fans came out super cute, they were super easy to make, and I definitely wanted to share this tutorial with you guys. I already made the pre-made template on the website. I'm going to leave the link down below, but I'm going to also show you guys how to get on there. So if you have a young graduate, young man, even a girl, because I made it in a pink edition as well, and they love Among Us or they love video games, period, this would be a really good template to make them some graduation fans. So you know what? I'm not going to ramble on too much. Let's go ahead and get into it. Head over to my website at creativecraftingllc.com where you can find my graduation fan templates. Go to the graduation section, click on that, and it'll show you all of my graduation designs for this year. So I'm going to be using the Among Us blue cap graduation fan design. I also have it in pink as well. All of my templates are instant downloads. As soon as you check out, a download box will pop up on your checkout page, and then you will also receive an automatic email sent to your email address with the link as well. Okay, so you have two ways you can download your images. Once you download it, it's going to be in a zip file because I have the front of the fan and the back of the fan. What you do is you'll go into the zip file, you'll click on each image and save it one by one. So here's the front of the fan where it says level up at the bottom, and there is a graduate Among Us on top, and you'll go ahead and you'll save the front. Then you'll go back into the folder and you will click on the back of the fan, which is the second image, and you'll go ahead and save that too. Now it is best to use a laptop or a tablet to edit these designs, to customize these designs to your liking. I'm going to go ahead and use a design software called PicMonkey. Now you can also use Canva, you can use Microsoft Word, but I love using PicMonkey. I always use PicMonkey. So I'm going to go ahead and use PicMonkey to edit or to basically personalize these graduation fan templates. PicMonkey usually have like a 7-day free trial. Since I already have an account, I'm going to go ahead and log in and show you guys how to edit these using the PicMonkey design service. So once you go ahead and log in, you'll click on where it says create new, and then you'll go to where it says blank canvas and you'll click on that, and you'll scroll down to where it says print sizes. Now the print sizes that we're looking for these fan templates is going to be 8.5 by 11-inch sheet of paper. So go down to where it says 8.5 by 11-inch and click on that. Okay, that's going to basically give you a regular US printing size of paper of 8.5 by 11, portrait size. Okay, not landscape, portrait. So 8.5 by 11, and this is how it'll look once it pops up on your screen. Basically just a blank sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11. Now on the top menu of the PicMonkey, there has a button that says add image. You're going to go ahead and click that, and you're going to add all of the images that you need for your design. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and go into add image, go to into computer because I'm using my laptop, and I'm going to go ahead and add all the images that I'm going to be using for this design. The first image I'm going to click on is the front of our graduation fan, the one that says there is a graduate among us and level up. Okay, that's the front of our fan, so I'm going to click that and it'll transfer over into the center of our blank sheet of paper. Now you don't have to resize this fan, I already made them two size. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and click on the image of my graduate, and he's going to pop up in the center of our fan basically, or our blank sheet of paper. After clicking on him, I'm going to size him, then I'm going to go over to the menu toolbar, and there is a button that says remove background. It has a picture of a scissor and it says remove background, and you're going to go ahead and click that once. Usually with PicMonkey remove background, it removes about, if not 100%, at least 95% of the background. Okay, and as you can see, it removes the background of his picture perfectly. So I'm just going to go ahead and size that and put that exactly where I want that to be. Then I'm going to go over to the menu where it says edit, and I'm going to go ahead and play with his exposure and his saturation. Just give him some brightness and give him some more color in the picture. You know, whenever you're dealing with a background that's very colorful and very bright, you want the picture of the person to be bright, and you know, you want it to match the brightness of the background basically. So just go into edits, go into exposure, and go ahead and edit it and make it look the way that you want it to look, and then also go into colors and add some saturation and definitely add some vibrancy. But now that I'm happy with the way that it looks, I'm going to go ahead and go into shadows and outlines. I'm going to add a shadow or drop a shadow around him, and I'm also going to add a outline. I think for the outline color, I think I'm going to do like a light blue, Yeah, a light blue would be real nice. Just like that. Just to make him stand out a little bit more, okay? Once I'm happy with the way that he looks, I'm just go ahead and play with his size a little bit more. Once I'm satisfied, I'm going to go ahead and add his name. And I'm going to add it to underneath where it says level up. That'll be the perfect spot to put his name. Or you could also put 2023 there or whatever you like, but I'm just going to go ahead and add his name. So the font that I'm going to be using for his name is called Freshman. So when you go to add text, you can change the font. And if you want to use Freshman, go ahead and use that. I believe that, especially for graduation, is the perfect font to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on Freshman, and I'm going to go ahead and add his name, which is Andre. And then I'm going to go ahead and size it. I'm going to expand it, of course, and make it a lot bigger than what it is. And I'm going to also change the color. I think for his name, I'm going to go ahead and choose a yellow color, like a dark yellow. And then I'm going to also, of course, go to shadows and outlines afterward. And I'm going to drop a shadow around his name and put a black outline as well. So yeah, that yellow looks really good with his name. It blends in perfect with the rest of the template. So yeah, so I went to drop shadow and I dropped the shadow. Then I went to outline and I changed the outline color to black. And I'm going to make it a little bit thicker. But yeah, that's it. Super simple. So basically all I did for this template was add his picture and his name, and that's it. You can add more if you want to, but I'm satisfied with the way that that looks. So I'm going to go to download, go ahead and save that down and download it to my laptop, and I'm going to go ahead and print that. And then next I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do the back of the fan before I show you guys how it printed out. Okay, and we're printing these on cardstock. Okay, now I went back into print sizes and got another blank sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11 inch. Okay, basically we're starting all over again. Then I went back and I uploaded the images once again. Sometimes the images usually stay in, but I went ahead and re-uploaded it. So I went ahead and clicked on the back of our graduation fan, which is the fan that does not have any words written on it. Okay, so I went ahead and clicked that one, transferred it over to the center of our blank sheet of paper, and then I went ahead and clicked on his picture. And I'm going to go ahead and remove the background on this as well. I'm not going to do too much. I really wasn't going to put a picture on the back at first, but I said, you know what, why not? I'm going to go ahead and edit the picture, go into edits and go ahead and play with his exposure and his colors and get him nice and vibrant and to match the fan. And I also went ahead and cropped his picture because I wanted it to make it bigger. So I kind of cropped his legs out a little bit so that I can get his body to be a little larger on the back. Okay, and I went ahead and expanded him a bit. So perfect. That's exactly how I want him to be. And then I'm going to go into edits now and go ahead and play with his colors and his exposures and just go ahead and edit his picture to look as nice and vibrant as I want it to look. And then after doing that, I don't think I'm going to add an outline around him. I might not, but I know I'm going to drop a shadow around him. And then as far as caption goes, I think I'm just going to put like level 4 completed because he finished 4th grade. See, in Houston, in certain school districts, they only go up to 4th grade. So he basically is graduating in 4th grade and he'll go to a separate school for 5th and 6th. Don't ask me why they do it, y'all. That's how they do it, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and put level 4 completed on the top of him, and then I'm going to just go ahead and put 2023 on the bottom of him where we have our blue banner, okay? So I went ahead and put 2023. I'm going to go ahead like always and drop a shadow and then put a black outline around that as well. And then after that, I'm going to go back into text. I'm going to click that. And to the top of the graduation hat is where I'm going to go ahead and put the level 4 completed. I think I'm going to change the font. The font I'm going to use is called Chivo Black. And I'm going to do this color in green. Since we have enough yellow, I'm going to go ahead and make that green. So I'm going to put level 4 completed in green with 2 exclamation marks. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a shadow around it. I'll also add a black outline as well. And that's going to be it for the back of this fan. Like I said, you guys can make this however you want to make it. Be creative. If you want to add more captions to it, if you want to add like his achievements and things like that to the back of the fan, feel free to go ahead and do that as well if you don't want to add a picture. But go ahead and design this and make it the way that you guys want it to be. So I'm going to finish this up and then I'm going to come back and show you guys how the printed pages look, okay? that I printed them, this is how they came out of the printer. Very nice, very vibrant. The color is very, very nice. I love all the colors in this graduation fan. I think I did a really good job creating this template. I printed these, like I said, on white cardstock, guys. You can get this on Amazon. You can find this at Walmart in the school supply section. It's cheap. It's, you know, it's probably about $6 a pack at Walmart. Okay, it is just regular white cardstock. It's not glossy. I use matte. If you want your fan to have a glossier look, definitely use like either glossy cardstock or use glossy photo paper. Okay, but make sure you're using a thick photo paper if you are going to use photo paper. So the supplies that we're going to be using is some wooden fan handles. They're about 8 inches. We got some regular popsicle sticks. We got some regular scotch tape. Of course, we have our glue gun and we have our scissors. Okay, and I printed these on my inkjet printer. Okay, but it really doesn't matter. Make sure that whatever kind of paper you buy is compatible with your printer. So make sure that it says if it uses inkjet print or if you can use it with laser. Okay, definitely check that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these images out by hand. If you have a cutting machine and you want to transfer your image into a cut file, then go ahead and do so. But these are large images, so for people that don't have a cutting machine, you could just easily cut these out by hand the same way that I did. Okay, so now that I cut them out, this is how they look. This is the front of the fan. Super, super cute. Look at him on that fan. Looking at it now, I felt like maybe I should have added more like next to him, but it looks nice the way it is. And this is the back of our fan. Really, really cute. I love how these templates turned out, and I was so excited to share them with you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn over the back of the fan, and I'm going to go ahead and grab our scotch tape, and I'm going to go ahead and take a small piece, roll it into a little roll, a little ball, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on the top part where the graduation cap is. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the front of our graduation fan, and I'm going to try to line it up with the back. Okay, take your time when doing this. You don't have to rush, guys. Crafting is never something that you want to rush because you want to get things done right. Whether you're making these to sell or you're making these for your own child, you still want it to look good. So definitely take your time. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and match it up, and it's okay if you don't get it right. You can always separate it and rematch it up again. That's why I rather you guys put a piece of tape rather than to start gluing immediately. It's best to just go ahead and put a piece of tape and then try to get the fan, the front of the fan lined up to the back. So before you begin to put glue on the actual fan. Okay, because once you put glue, you can't undo it. You either have to start from scratch or you have to work with it. Okay, so yeah, one piece of tape is basically all you need. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start gluing the top part, only the top part. I'll put another piece of tape in the bottom just to secure the fan in place or to secure our templates in place while I begin to glue. But I'm going to go ahead and just glue the top part of that graduation cap, and that's it. We're not going to glue the whole thing because we still have to put our wooden fan handle and our popsicle sticks in the inside. So I'm just going to go ahead and open back up where we put that piece of tape. And you don't have to remove the tape. You can just go ahead and put the glue gun right on top of it. Okay, just go ahead and put some glue around the graduation cap, and just go ahead and glue that top part of the fan in place. Okay, and be careful, you know, this glue gun gets real hot, so be careful, mind your fingers, and just go ahead and just put some glue down and just go ahead and secure the top of that fan in place. Perfect. That's all you have to do. Don't glue the whole thing around yet. We still have to put in our wooden handle. Okay, so once we got the top secured in place, we're going to go ahead now and put in our fan handle. Okay, so when you're putting in the fan handle, I want to say you want to put about maybe 2.5 to 3 inches of the handle inside of the fans. Okay, if you are, you know, if you don't know how much to put in, I'll show you guys right now. I only put in about 2.5 inches to maybe 3 inches the most. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put some put some glue right there, and I'm going to go ahead and glue our fan handle right there at the end of our graduation fan. Okay, it's just super easy, guys. You can make a bunch of these. If you have a little one graduating and you want to make his day feel extra special, definitely make you some of these little fans. Okay, you can even use the template design if you want to use it to make t-shirts as well. You definitely can. Okay, so yes, I just went ahead and glued that in place, and then I'm going to take 3 popsicle sticks. Okay, and we're going to put these in the inside as well. And the reason why we do the popsicle sticks is because it makes the fan sturdy. If you only do the fan handle and that's it, once you start waving that fan around, it's going to feel kind of flimsy, you know, and we don't want that. Even if it's for your own child, you know, make it nice and make it sturdy where you can have it as a souvenir or keep it as a souvenir if you wanted to. You know what I mean? So we're going to go ahead and glue these popsicle sticks in place. Basically, I'm putting them in there almost like a W kind of shape. The first popsicle stick that's in the middle, the center, we want to put it as close or as far up to that graduation cap as possible. Then you want to put two other popsicle sticks on the side of the one in the center. Just like a crooked letter W is basically how it should look. Super simple, super easy. I'll show you guys here in a second exactly what I mean. See, I'm trying to push that stick up a little bit towards where the cap of our template is, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and glue the last one on the other side of that stick that we just glued. So basically it looks like a letter, I'm sorry guys, my throat. Basically it looks like a letter W, okay? Perfect, just like that, just like that. And that's going to give the fan its sturdiness. So whenever you wave the fan, it's not going to feel flimsy. It's going to feel very, very sturdy, okay? And then after doing this, the only thing left to do is to glue the rest of our fan all the way around. And that's it, guys. Super easy. After you finish gluing all the way around, you are basically done. Now, if you do have any overlapping, after you finish glue, you can definitely take a scissor and cut off any extra any overlapping I'll show you guys once I'm finished, but any overlapping paper that you might have from the other side of the fan, you can just go ahead and just cut that off. That's the reason why I make the fan, I outline the entire fan in black, because just in case you have any overlapping, I don't want it to, if you guys cut it off, I don't want you guys to cut into the actual design, but rather to cut off some of the black outline, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this all the way around and come back and show you guys exactly what I mean. Something different. You must be made for me. Places So now that I put the fan together, we do have a little bit of white overlapping. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim that off with our scissor, okay? Now the fans don't have to be perfect, especially if you're making it for your own children. It needs to be nice, but it's okay if you have a little bit of white overlapping, okay? If you lined it up correctly, you're not going to have much of any overlapping at all. But if you do, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and take your scissor. For this part, it is best if you used a smaller scissor so you can get in between like the small curves. But it's okay if you just have the one big scissor. It's okay. Okay, don't worry about it. You don't really need any special tools to make these fans. Okay, just a scissor, some cardstock, of course a printer. If you don't have one, you can always go to the copy and print, go to the UPS, you can go to the Office Depot and use the self-service, your glue gun, some scotch tape, and the wooden fan handle, and that's it. You good to go. And I'll link the link down below for the wooden fan handles on Amazon. But I'm just gonna go ahead and cut off the little bit of overlapping paper that we have that might have overlapped from the back of the fan. Just gonna go ahead and just go around the fan and cut that off. But it's super simple, super easy. You're basically just tidying up or perfecting the fan at this point. So after doing this, you're basically you're done at this point. After you cut off your little overlapping pieces, you are done, and there's your graduation fans. So if you've made it to the end of this video, guys, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate every single view that I get, every comment. If you do have any questions or concerns, definitely reach out to me in the comment section or shoot me an email. But these are how the fans came out. Super cute, perfect, perfect, perfect. And Andre loves his video games, so this is perfect for his graduation. I'm going to also make matching t-shirts as well. Definitely stay tuned for that, because I will definitely be sharing that with you guys as well. But yeah, definitely give this a try. There is a graduate among us, okay? And I love how these turned out. And if you made it to the end, like always, thank you for watching, and God bless.